The U.S. Senate Committee on Small Business and Entrepreneurship will come to order. Today we're having a hearing on empowering women entrepreneurs and understanding the successes and addressing the challenges of identifying new opportunities. I want to welcome everyone who's here in the audience today for this very important hearing and look forward to hearing from our tremendous panelists. Just 26 years ago, in 1988, Congress enacted landmark legislation that established as the law of the land a woman's ability to establish business credit without requiring a signature of a male relative. Today, our committee is releasing a report, 21st Century Barriers to Women Entrepreneurship, Helping Women Break the Entrepreneur Glass Ceiling. It is also important that we make policy recommendations from this report because our report shows that even 26 years after the Women's Business Ownership Act, significant barriers still exist to women entrepreneurs. The report finds that women entrepreneurs still face challenges raising capital for their business in the right amounts, at the right time, and challenges of getting relevant business training and counseling, and challenges in getting equal access to compete for federal contracts. As Congress, particularly this committee, looks for ways to help entrepreneurs and our economy, we want to make sure that women are enabled to play a very important role. The National Women's Business Center reports that there are more than 7.8 million women-owned firms. In addition to providing work for those individual employers, they employ more than 7.6 million additional people and generate 1 trillion in total revenues. Between 1977 and 2013, the number of women-owned businesses in the United States grew by 59%. But women-owned businesses still face real barriers and only make up about 30% of small businesses in the United States. So our committee report shows the following things. 1, women small business owners face challenge in getting access to capital. The Urban Institute reports that 4% of the total dollar value of conventional small business loans go to women entrepreneurs. Women are forced to rely on personal credit, loans from family and friends, high credit rates, instead of getting traditional bank lending. Just a tiny fraction use business loans from the federal, state, or local government or government-guaranteed business loans bank. I'm sure we'll hear from the Small Business Administrator about this issue. I want to point out an additional study that was done by Harvard Business School that tested the effect of gender in entrepreneurial pitches. The study set up an investor to hear a pitch from a male and female voice accompanying the picture. The content of the pictures were exactly the same. The only difference was the gender in delivering it. The study found, quote, a strong gender gap in how the pitches were perceived. Investors chose the pitch by men 68% of the time. The men used the exact same words. It was just a matter of who was delivering. So we want to make sure we flatten any barriers. Second, women-owned businesses still face challenges in getting loans in the right size and the right amount of counseling. Women-owned businesses are more than 50% of our micro loans that we make, which are $50,000 and under. And we've had great success from our colleague, Senator Levin, in supporting an intermediate loan program. The bottom line is we need That was a dramatic pause for this statement. Okay, are you ready for it? We need financial products that are tailored to meet the needs of women entrepreneurs of the 21st century. Women-owned businesses need to have large amounts of credit, and that the small business microloan program is helpful, that the intermediate loan program, which is designed to help in the gap between $50,000 and $200,000, has proven to be very beneficial, and we want to take that from a pilot program to a permanent program. The report also acknowledges the success of SBA intermediate loan programs and the work that was done in the Small Business Job Act. Third point of the report, the committee report finds that women entrepreneurs face challenges in getting relevant business training counsel. Although the women business centers, which are many here today, helped under the Business Act of 1988, specialize in counseling training to women-owned businesses, they have not been reauthorized since the 1990s, and funding has been flat since the 1990s, something that we have to change. And fourth, the committee report shows that women business owners still face challenges in getting equal access to federal contracts. The U.S. government has never met its modest goal of awarding 5% of federal contracts to women-owned businesses. If they did, women-owned businesses would have access to market opportunities up to $4 billion annually. So the report proposes changing the federal law, giving women-owned businesses the opportunity to sole source federal contracts. So I want to thank all my colleagues for being here today to listen to these witnesses and to hear from women entrepreneurs about the report and about these proposals.